Hello everyone, welcome back to Inaudible, a podcast that's impossible to listen to and features one person today. That's me. Hello. And I'm coming to you today from the depths of hell, where I've been banished for all my bad deeds. Joining me in the depths of hell is Ozzy. Hello.
I'm on the right mic.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And in one of the many circles is Alex. We'll just trudge round over the sulphur pits and try and find him. I'm just letting everyone know the fact that we're in hell at the moment.
Are we?
Yeah, we're just trudging because we've been banished there for all our misdeeds.
Oh, okay.
Whoever she is.
All right. Banished, come from hell, all different.
I don't come from there. Didn't really work, did it? Well, hey Ozzy,
where?
it's Doctor Who on Sunday.
Hey. Is it this Sunday, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you got so excited you cracked out for me.
Oh.
On the thing. I'm guessing you went, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good because I literally had down in my biscuits, ask Christian when New Who starts.
It starts on Sunday.
Sunday. Would you like
Just
to do anything for that?
It's 6 or something at 31st of October.
Would you be up for doing anything, Poitel?
I would indeed be up for doing anything.
You would indeed.
Yes.
Okay. Would you be all right for coming here for it? Or
Yeah,
would
I'll
you
be
prefer? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be more fitting to do it from within the TARDIS.
Oh, definitely.
At least the first one. If we do have the odd week or whatever where you can't make it down and I come to you, that's fine.
Because it's a lot more manageable to be later back when I'm working from home anyway, and I get a meal cooked for me generally when I'm up there.
Okay. You're not going to complain. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's doesn't like normally I'd be like, oh look, I've got to go home because I've got to eat dinner, I've got to get ready for bed, I've got to get up the next morning, blah blah blah. But it doesn't really matter at the moment.
It looks like Alex is trying to talk, but I can't hear anything he's saying.
His tongue's been taken by the devil.
Okay. There we go. Popped off again. But yeah, no, that's cool then. Nice.
Yes, very nice.
I'll have to tidy it. Oh, I've got a hectic weekend then. Tomorrow we've got the partay.
Partay, yes.
Then Saturday, I've not only got my eye test, but we've got Digimon.
Oh God. Is it before or after Digimon?
Oh, it's before.
Oh. That is hectic.
Hello? Okay, there we go. We hear you now.
Sorry, I just headset's on its way out.
Oh.
I put it in the wrong ones.
Oh, sticking it in the wrong hole.
I was about to say the exact same thing. It's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Great minds think alike.
Well, minds think alike. We know that much.
Our minds think alike.
Some minds do
great,
think alike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Especially if they both share the digidementia.
Exactly. Not enough green around the place.
Oh.
So yeah, Doctor Who on Sunday. So we'll have someone else to complain about every week.
Well, hey.
Doctor Who's on Sunday?
We'll have
Doctor Who's on Sunday.
So we got a nice
I didn't know that.
2.5 months where we can bollock on about Chris Chibnall again.
Hooray!
Should I probably watch that so I can complain about it?
I mean, you can. If
I think it's
not, we're still gonna complain about it. It's.
I think it's only 6 episodes, Ozzy, so it might only be
Is it?
a month and a half. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
It was gonna be 10. The pandemic cut it to 8.
Oh,
Then they decided to do 3 specials next year instead of a series. So they stole the last 2 episodes and made them 2 specials. So it's down to 6.
Okay. Oh well, but
There's nothing gets people excited for more Doctor Who like spreading it out over as long a time as possible. Oh dear. So speaking of Doctor Who,
speaking of,
I've been listening to some of the other audiobooks that that we have in the archives.
The big old vanishes.
Yeah.
Good old Nick Biggs.
Yeah. So I listened to Wide Navros, obviously that was pretty good.
Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't got round to. I do remember you saying you'd grab them.
and I do like Davros as a villain. I do like his stories. So
yes.
that was good. It was like his origin story, basically.
And
then I've been
Davros,
listening.
no doctor.
Yeah, I've been listening to the classic Doctor's new villains.
Oh yeah,
Even though one of them was the Sontarans, which I'm pretty certain were in Classic Who, but anyway.
Yeah, and I think there's one that's like a Sycorax one as well, which was.
But
Oh,
that
yeah,
is a
no,
new
that's
villain.
modern. That's modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, ignore me. I got it around the wrong way. I see where you were going now.
Yeah.
Sontaran in a modern monsters thing.
Yeah. So that was
Yeah.
good actually. It was a Paul McGann. It was during the Time War, so it got me thinking. I really need to start getting these
The Time War
Lucy Miller ones and then read the next ones. But the thing is, because I used to like skip over a few of the podcasts I'm subscribed to because I wanted to have more gaps in my listening for Big Finish. Now that I'm running out, I've started listening to more podcasts again. So I don't mind sinking 20 quid on Lucy Miller set if it's only going to be every few months.
True.
So yeah, anyway. So that was the last one I listened to, so I haven't heard them all yet. There was one that was quite funny. Oh God, which one was it?
I was going to say the Sontaran one is the one that sticks out in my head with the new Doctor's old monsters, old Doctor's new monsters. That's it.
Yeah, I can't
Just
remember.
because it was a Time War.
Yeah, it was. What?
I was going to say there was the 5th Doctor with the Weeping Angels.
Yep.
The 7th Doctor with the Sycorax.
Yep.
I can't remember what the 6th Doctor was.
Dune.
Was that the one where he was on trial? And the 6th Doctor was...
Yes, the Jadun was on trial, yeah.
Yeah, and the 6th Doctor was his, defence.
Yeah.
That was a good one, actually.
Yeah, it was. The Sycorax one had some funny lines in it, because everyone had these little bracelets that kept telling them, "Attention, you are feeling stressed. I recommend a dose of Relaxapam," and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was just...
Did you recognise...
Can I finish my sentence?
Finish. Yeah.
there was one bit that made me laugh where someone faints and her thing goes, "Attention, you are unconscious."
Yeah.
Did I recognise?
Did you recognise, the main female companion-y voice
No.
of it? No?
Who was
it's
it?
Elaine the Pain.
Oh!
From Tracy Beaker.
Right,
and she was also in that one Chris Eccleston episode.
Yeah, because I've been looking at the covers to see if I recognise the guest stars, but obviously I didn't recognise... If it said Elaine the Pain, I would have known.
Yeah. No, I did have to look it up, but I was sort of there trying to recognise it throughout when I was listening.
Yeah. He had quite a nice sort of realistic bit, because they're always dosed up on these drugs and they don't feel real emotions, and the doctor convinces one of them to stop taking the drugs and feel some real emotions, and then someone that she has feelings for is kill. And it was quite realistic in that she she just had a relapse and goes, "I don't want to feel this," and just takes a load of the stuff again. Which I thought, because it would be a lot of things would have just been like, "No, I've got to embrace this, and it's this part of living." But she didn't. It was quite realistic in that she just went, "Fuck this, I want my drugs again." Not permanently.
What story was that?
It's an audiobook one.
Okay.
We're on about Big Finish. We've got it. It's in our repertoire.
Yes.
It was basically a little mini box set where it was the old Doctors meeting monsters from the modern series.
Okay.
Now, I think that was the 7th Doctor, Elaine the Pain versus the Sycorax, which, as you find out in that one, are more like gangsters rather than big, just bad boy creatures.
Yes. Hey, guys, you know that Buzz Lightyear origin film you've been crying out for?
Oh, no, I did hear about it, yeah.
Yeah, there was a trailer out for that, and it's just like...
okay.
They've made it very kind of epic looking. So I read the idea with it is that it's kind of in the Toy Story universe. This is a film that someone in the Toy Story universe might go and see, and then the Buzz Lightyear toys in Toy Story are kind of based on this film. That's kind of how they've spun it.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like one of those films that no one asked for.
It's completely pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, we did just get a incoming transmission from Rich saying he's just got in whether he's free or not, and whether we've got time. Did we
Oh,
try and
well.
beckon him in?
We'll see if he joins. Beckon.
Yeah.
Beckton Dickinson, as I call them.
I'll just say that I go like, we're still going. So if you are up or it,
If you're either up or down, are you either halfway up or are you halfway down?
Smiley face. I didn't know how to finish that, so smiley face. The sentence trailed off from me, so.
Hey guys, you know
Hey Christian.
Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
You know the man who made it? He's announced he's working on a new game called Haunted Chocolatier.
I heard about that.
What?
Where instead of a farm, you work in a chocolate shop and ghosts help you. But there's not many details about it because he's not, it's nowhere near release.
So, say Five Nights at Freddy's meets Stardew Valley.
No, not at all.
No, no. I haven't. No, that's more animatronics. I haven't actually.
And also,
Five Nights
the
at Freddy
animatronics
games.
of Five Nights at Freddy don't help you run the security.
I
They try and kill you.
I know, but yeah, that was the first thing that popped into my head. You said a haunted factory thing. No, fair.
There's that. When I was in the shower the other day, I had an idea for a useless superpower, as we have discussed previously. Because if I stand a certain way in the shower, the water trickles down the back of my arm and all shoots off in a little stream off my little finger.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
I thought,
yeah.
That would be a useless superpower, just to shoot that tiny little stream out of your little finger. But then to make it extra useless, it could use your body's internal water. So if you did it for too long, you'd die.
Okay.
It has been added to the archives.
Oh, was that what that was?
Well, yeah. we'll have to do a superhero D&D one day where we've all got these crappy powers.
That'd be interesting.
June news. I saw it last week.
October. It's October.
You made that joke last time.
I know.
It was really good. It was really good.
Okay. Lived up to the expectations.
Yeah, definitely. Because the book has a really distinctive tone to it, and the movie has the same tone. It was really well adapted like that, and it had this huge sense of scale to it, like the book as well. It was kind of obvious that they weren't just, telling the story. They wanted to make sure they were actually adapting how the book felt as well, which was really cool. I do think it was probably difficult to follow if you hadn't read the book because there's a lot to take in.
So it was written by fans for fans.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't spoken to anyone who hasn't read the book who's seen it, but yeah. That was my impression watching it. But apparently, because it's part 1, part 2 hasn't even been greenlit yet. So I hope it's not too hard to follow.
It's just gonna be a cop out like with the Super Mario Brothers movie sequel. That never happened.
There was quite.
Oh, am I here? Can you hear me?
Hey.
Hello.
Intruder.
So I'll just finish what I was saying. The sound mixing was quite bad in some places. Like the incidental music was louder than people whispering, which apparently I haven't seen many modern films, but that's apparently become quite a problem in recent years, and it was a problem in Dune as well. We're talking about.
Yeah. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I know I've noticed it in stuff before. It's definitely something I have noticed in films.
Yeah, there was one, and there was one particular bit as well. One scene where someone was speaking like spooky alien language, and it was so badly dubbed. It was ridiculous. Like his lips were moving like a half second before or after the sound was coming out, and that was annoying because the rest of it was brilliant. But just some scenes I couldn't hear what they were saying, and that dubbing was crap. But yeah, it was great. There was even one room. They went into a room and I recognized it from the book. It was so faithful. It was great. recommended.
Okay.
Oh, me and Amy watched Dear Evan Hansen last night at the cinema.
Oh yeah.
You what? What?
Dear
Dear
Evan
Evan Hansen.
Oh,
It's a musical
D. Alan Pascal.
that was adapted from Broadway into a film. And I think, a lot of people are kind of like, oh, great, we can finally get like a movie version of this. And I can see why everyone is hating on it.
Is it shit?
I wouldn't go as far as saying it's shit, but I can
Is it not
see
good?
why it's been getting all the criticism. Yeah, it's not good. I don't have the Broadway show to compare it to. So, I don't, if I feel like if I did, I probably wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it even more. But from what I saw, yeah, the main criticism was that the guy was too old to be playing a high schooler.
I was going to say, he looked really old in the trailer.
Was it Sean Connery?
Yeah, he really stood out in that. He didn't, the they sang live, and it worked in Les Mis, but it does not work in this film at all. Like, because when you're being like, there was a song at the end where he sort of sings, he's very emotional and everything, and he just blubbers through it. It's the entire song. He's just like, and it's like you can't even understand what he's saying. It's like you've got to find
Meant
that
to be
balance.
dramatic, but
I know, but it doesn't
traumatic.
the entire. There's a song actually where he's singing in the beginning when, because do you know the story of Dear Evan Hansen?
No.
only from the trailer.
It's
It's
about a
basically
letter.
a guy who a kid in school, he commits suicide, and his parents. There's this one kid who's like he's like so severely socially anxious. He doesn't have any friends, and the guy who killed himself, basically sort of what was it? He kind of knew him very briefly, but wasn't really friends with him. But he wrote his name on this guy's cast because he
Right.
broke his arm, and I'm explaining it really badly. But so when he finds out, so he's in therapy, and his therapist gives him an assignment to write a letter to himself. So, dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be a good day, and sign it from himself.
Mhm.
So this kid finds the letter, the suicidal kid, and thinks he's mocking him. And he's already got a lot of other mental health problems. So he ends up killing himself, and he takes the letter from him, and his parents find that letter in their kid's pocket when they find it. And so they think he wrote this letter to this guy. And they think, oh, you were his only friend then. And he basically starts this lie, being like, yeah, I was your son's friend, to try and sort of like comfort this family. And the lie gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I was going to say, that's not going to go wrong at all.
Yeah. And so there's this bit where he's like kind of making up this entire story about how he spent time with their son, and they were hanging out at this orchard and all that. And the way he was singing this song, the lighting, whoever did the cinematography in this film, the lighting honestly made him look like a serial killer.
I had to think for a second there, because I thought you said the way he sung that song, the lighting.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It was delightful.
Right.
Delightful.
No. Oh, God,
The
no.
lighting.
No, it was not.
No, the lighting.
The lighting.
I've looked up the film. It was directed by the same person who did the Beauty and the Beast adaptation, which also had crap music in it. So clearly this guy thinks he can do musicals, and he can't.
Yeah,
that?
I think
Stephen Chbosky.
that's it. Yeah. But no, when he was singing this song, it was meant to be really kind of like inspiring and, it's very sweet. But the lighting and his facial expressions made him look like he was a psycho serial killer, like about to murder this family.
Oh.
And we were just
right.
watching it, and like we were saying at the end, me and Amy were saying like,
Was only his eyes lit up and the rest of him is dark?
honestly, it was.
Star
It
Trek
was
evil bad guy lighting.
it was terrifying. And that song is such a nice song, and he just made it really creepy. And there was
Sorry, go on.
I'm sorry. I'll say there's no chemistry between the romantic leads. Basically the entire story is basically he likes the guy's sister, the guy who killed himself. He likes his sister, and in order to basically get into her pants, he lies to the family.
That is fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
No
and
chemistry, but plenty of physics.
But apparently the show makes it a lot like. It makes it a lot better. It cuts so much out of the film. So in the show, he's speaking to this guy's ghost, and he's convincing himself he's made up this version of his ghost in his head, convincing himself that what he's doing is right. They cut that out of the film. So when you watch it, you're just like, he's an absolute asshole. But there's no convincing him. There's no one convincing him that what he's doing is right. He just carries on and carries on. And it just, and he doesn't like, he does get his comeuppance in the end.
Does he die as well?
No, he doesn't die.
No, what a shame.
But he does, he is held accountable for his actions.
Good, as one would hope.
Which is good. But there was so much going on in that film that they should have cast a younger looking person for one. And it just was like,
yeah, but the demographic.
Yeah, but I think our main kind of gripe with it was that it had so many like what was meant to be emotional moments that when the actual emotional moments came, it didn't make them impactful.
They just felt cheap. Yeah,
because the entire film was like that. And so I thought when I sort of heard the songs like "You Will Be Found" and what was the one at the end? Words Fail, when he kind of confesses everything. They're like really emotional songs, and I thought I'd be bawling my eyes out at them because it's so emotional. But because the entire film was like that, I was just sat there like, it's just like every other song. I don't care anymore. Yeah, it's just like every other song. And I was really annoyed, like really annoyed by it. But I can see why it's been getting so much hate. It's a really crap adaptation.
Currently got a rating of 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not. And I was really like this. I think it's so disappointing to the fans of the show. That they're really looking forward to it, and this is kind of what they got. They should have done what Hamilton did, just filmed the show live and just streamed it on Disney Plus.
I still haven't watched that.
I haven't watched the second half. I watched the first half.
No, I just haven't found the fucking time.
Sorry, it just reminded me of South Park when they're like, "You haven't seen Black Panther? What are you, racist?"
I haven't seen Black Panther.
What are you, racist?
Trust me. No, yeah. So it's a shame, really, but oh well. I still like the songs. But not really worth it.
Fair enough.
I've got a new job.
Oh,
really?
what?
Yeah.
What happened to your old one?
It's subject to background checks, so I better hope they don't find out about that massive fraud I committed in 2015.
Right.
What happened to your old job?
Oh, it's still there.
I presume it's still there. He's just not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, like, why did you leave?
Well, I've handed in my notice anyway, just today. Which is because it was a job because the company I work for is owned by a bigger company who owns lots of other little companies, and the job was in one of the other little companies, and it's more kind of technical, basically looking after the robots, computer robots, not physical robots, and it's so really a lot easier than being a team leader, and it's a pay grade up, and it's still working from home and everything. So I'm like,
well, permanently.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah. So that's cool. I'm very happy about that. And I can finally
congrats.
the thing I've fantasized about for many a year, which is just leaving everyone to deal with the fallout when they don't have me there anymore.
Well, yeah, because I know without the podcasts and without other things, you have just mentioned it to me in the past that you have looked into different things.
Yeah, because I started looking for, because there wasn't really anywhere I could go from my current job, so I was looking at like business analysts, BA, bullshit artist roles, because I'd done that before in a secondment, and it's not really something I wanted to be doing. I was just fed up where I was, and I had like kind of a call with a recruiter for one of them, and it was like I had the exact feeling I had when I was a toddler and I threatened to run away, and my mum called my bluff and opened the door and told me to leave then.
Oh my god.
It was like, oh no, shit, actually it's really good here. I'm quite settled. But yeah, so I wasn't actively looking, but we got like a roundup of jobs around the business, and this jumped out and I was like, wow, it looks great. I can do that.
Perfect.
So that's me happy.
In their eyes, you can do that. So
yeah.
No.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Feeling dank. do we have TVs of the year for
Oh shit.
I do.
1998?
Well, I do.
Probably.
Hi.
Let me just load up this presentation.
So des.
Or this OneDrive thingy.
98, did you say?
1998.
Fully
92.
revised and updated for 1998.
Oh,
Yeah.
seeing as we're all here. Oh, it's so modern. It's
Hang on,
almost
let
the
me just go
millennium.
put the oven on for my dinner because I'm cooking for myself tonight. Hang on.
Oh. Imagine someone cooking for themselves. I can't imagine such a thing. Anyway, it's almost
returned.
the millennium bug. So, have you all
Oh,
prepared?
God, no.
You've,
I haven't actually done anything for 2000 yet, so I need to
I know but it's
revisit.
1998, but you've got to start preparing now. Otherwise, when
Yeah.
2000 hits, all your clocks will reset to 1970 and launch the nukes, which I think was
Exactly.
what was going to happen.
But we have to make sure that any lists we make for after that year is on paper because we'll lose it all when it
Yes.
hits 2000.
Oh, this is very true, yeah.
And we'll have to all call each other up and do the podcast. We won't be able to
Oh.
do it on the lines.
With tin
I
cans
have to
and
do it over
string.
phones. Yeah,
Mm. Phones, is that a new chatting app?
sure.
Yeah. FONZ.
Z, yeah.
Or is that about
ZE?
Happy Days?
Is there an E on the end of the phone Z? Like to make it cool?
Yeah, maybe. Don't worry, I liked the Happy Days joke,
Thanks.
Chris.
Cool. Well then, what was it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 13.
Oh my god.
Grief.
I only got 6.
I don't.
I'm about 33.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
33?
Including my mentionables.
I have 11.
I have 6.
All right, you better go first then, Alex.
Me? Okay. So, my mentions is The Worst Witch.
Nice.
The worst witch.
Remember, Cat used
The
my
Worst
sister used to
Witch.
watch it. But
Without
my sister used to-
Mildred Hubble.
yeah.
Without throwing out spoilers, that's literally the top of my mentionables list as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my
You're
sister used
reading
to
my
watch
list.
It.
Oh.
I'm sorry. My sister used to watch it when we were kids, and I kind of just watched it with her. Yeah, it was pretty good. I remember watching the reboot as well when I was younger.
There was a reboot?
No, I don't
Yeah,
remember
I don't remember what the actress's name was, but yeah, it was a reboot. It was okay. So 1, 2, 3. So my number 5, The Wild Thornberrys.
Oh my
Nice.
god, yeah.
Number 4, The Powerpuff Girls.
Nice.
Nice.
Number 3. Did anyone else watch this? Dig It.
I know the
Okay,
Can
name.
you dig it?
It was
Oh,
quite
yes, you can.
milkshake.
Digging It? Was that
Digging
like
It. Yeah,
the
Dig It.
Channel 3 version of
Yeah, and it showed like Recess and like loads of cartoons like that.
early morning CBBC, but it was on ITV rather than CBBC?
Yeah,
Vaguely do remember that, but not
Hmm.
to the point.
yeah. So I remember that. Number 2, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And my
My
number
God.
1, which was changed recently, was The Card Captors.
Hey.
Nice.
I'm 1 for 3 so far on my guesses.
Yeah. Are you going to take your first prediction out of the envelope to show us?
Oh, yeah, my first prediction was Alex with Card Captors.
I only did that because I didn't know it was 98 until you said,
Yeah.
and then I changed it. I was like, oh yeah, no, that's got to be my number 1.
I can guarantee you, your guess for me is wrong.
My guess for you was T number
Well, hang on.
S.
We're going to find out in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Because
Well,
it's
I
Richard's
was just
turn
trying
now.
to throw out a clue, but yeah, go on then.
Is it me next now?
It is
yeah.
you next now.
Okay, so runners up in no particular order. We got Robot Wars,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Scrap Heap Challenge,
Nice.
Powerpuff Girls, Who Just Line Is It
Nice,
Anyway, Will and Grace started in '98, Worst Witch, Cat Dog,
Oh god, yeah, I remember that.
yep,
Yeah.
SMTV Live,
Nice.
Yes.
yep, Pokemon,
Nice.
Yeah.
but my winner is That 70s Show.
I was right, actually.
Yes, you were. Very well. I stand corrected. I fucking love That 70s Show. It is one of the best sitcoms I've ever seen, and it's getting a sequel series soon.
Is it about
Oh, yeah.
a load of
Well, I think it
OAPs?
did. It did have a sequel series.
So
but
it
that
had a
didn't do
sequel
too
series
well,
called That
yeah.
80s Show, which cancelled after, I think it was like 5 episodes or like 1 season. But this new one is called That 90s Show. And it is following Eric and Donna's children as they visit Red and Kitty in Point Place.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting because like That 70s Show is now the same distance from when it was made to when it was set as it is the new one to now.
Wow.
If that makes any sense.
It does.
In real time.
Yeah, so it was made in 98, it was set in the 70s. This new one is going to be made in the 2020s, and it's set in the 90s. So it's the same amount of time difference, which feels wrong on so many levels. Right, pause for a moment. I'm just going to need to go put my dinner in. Excuse me.
Oh. In your mouth?
In something.
Well, it'd be me next then. I know you've got mine right, so you're 3 for 3.
I'm 3 for 3, yeah.
Congratulations, you win nothing.
I win nothing. Yeah.
You lose.
You
I
win. You
instead
get nothing.
I win absolutely nothing. I lose my dignity.
Oh. Dignity.
Igniting? What are you igniting?
His nighty,
Oh.
so he loses dignity.
Oh. Dig 90, is that like D90 or something?
Yeah, it's a spin-off to that 70s show set
Okay.
90 years in the future.
Dig 90s.
Yeah.
Digging it, the 90s.
Yeah, the 2090s. Join our band of heroes as they travel the coal wastes, searching for fresh water.
Yeah, because there was that huge water shortage in the 90s, wasn't there?
The
You couldn't have your
2090s.
hose pipes on. Oh, the 20? Oh, okay.
Avoiding the towns on tracks that are coming to eat them, like in Mortal Engines. That's a lovely vision of the future. Come on, Rich, come on.
Actually, Christian, whilst we're waiting, I have managed to find sources for like 95% of all our Star Trek viewings.
Have returned.
Sources?
So,
you ought to give
our
them to Rich for his dinner.
So,
What?
But no, using different websites, we'll have access to them all.
Cool.
Even this new one that's animated and
I don't know that one. What's
Actually,
that?
so, upper text or something.
Oh, okay.
We won't be able to keep making that joke about the animation because they're doing other animated ones. But
Well,
I am
an
so
animation is the
confused.
next series that we need to watch after we finish the TOS series, isn't it?
oh Christ, it is actually.
But it's
yeah.
not that
Oh,
one.
you've got to watch the animated series.
Yeah, we're
We've
gonna
got
check
to.
that in as like. Yeah, we've got to.
God.
It's our penance. Anyway,
So sorry.
let's do my list. So,
Ju- Dune's on your list. I thought that was out this year though.
Zdu. Zdu. Don't you know that English word, Zdu? Right.
No, Ikizo.
So, me honourables.
Oh.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it Bill Bailey? Question mark.
I do vaguely. I've only seen
Um,
clips of it.
Yes. I looked it up. Apparently, it's like completely lost now as well because the whatever channel it was on never kept it. So all we've got are these clips on YouTube and that. Yeah. Sugar Spice, everything nice, but oh no, it's the secret ingredients, the Powerpuff Girls. This is her, Eliza Thornberry, the Wild Thornberries. Scrap Heap Challenge, Dinner Ladies, Goodness Gracious Me, and Fort Boyard.
Yeah.
Number 5, Charmed.
Oh, yeah. I never watched that.
I haven't watched it all. I've
quite
seen
liked it.
decent.
I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it.
Yeah. Number 4, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Number 3, I already had this in 91, but I realised doing this year that was actually just a pilot and the actual series started now, but it's Rex the Runt.
Restaurant.
Not the tune. Number 2.
What?
Number 2, The Royal Family.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Which would have been number 1 were it not for the fact that 1998 saw the start of Robot Wars.
Fair.
Which I can still tell you a load of facts about.
Such as? Give us an example.
The highest flip in Robot Wars history was when Willie Big Cheese flipped, was it Iron Ore or Axel? Because they changed their name, whichever one it was, out of the arena, with Jonathan Pierce saying, "Out of the arena, out of the Robot Wars universe."
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. It's really fucking good. I even watched the series when it came back for 3 series, and I was just getting into it, and they cancelled it again. So yeah,
I completely forgot it came back, to be honest.
Robot Wars. Ozzy. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just.
Fine.
I was just going to say I better just go and set my alarm and make sure I got all my stuff ready for tomorrow morning, so that I'm ready for work by the time you've finished your list.
Okay.
So I've got 13 minutes left on my timer, so you've got until then.
Oh.
I can get it done. Memorables: The Worst Witch, Fun Song Factory, PB&J Otter, Silver Surfer, Animorphs, Out of the Box, Pinky Elmira and the Brain, Pocket Dragon Adventures, Noddy's Toy Shop, Little Monsters, Cousin Skeeter. Onto the list.
I think I may have seen Animorphs, but I couldn't really remember, so I didn't put it on. It was nothing that stuck in my mind. I remember a guy
I've just
putting into
got
some
imagery
goop
in
once.
yeah. List: Gingerman, this year's Sentai. Roly Poly Oly, Who Wants to Be a
Roly-Poly-Oly.
Millionaire? Scrap Heap Challenge, Hercules the Animated Series, So Graham Norton, The Royal Family, Dinner Ladies, Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0,
Oh my
Cat
God.
Dog, The Wild Thornberrys, Charmed, Power Rangers in Space, SMTV Live, Trigun, The
It's
New
not live.
Addams Family, Robot Wars, Fort Boyard, Pokemon, Cardcaptor Sakura, Jiku Tantai Genshi-kun, also known as Flint the Time Detective,
I still
The
that
Powerpuff
Memorables as well,
Girls.
that's a good one.
That 70s Show, and my winner is Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Awesome.
What is Fort Boyardee?
Yeah.
Sorry, did you just say
Fort
what
Boyard.
is Fort Boyard?
Yeah. Am I supposed to know what it is? I've never heard of it.
We've mentioned it a few times, I think.
It was like a game show thing set in an old French fort in the middle of the sea.
The Crystal Maze, but on a dangerous prison island with
Yeah.
tigers.
There were
Or
tigers in the middle,
lions. Yeah.
and they had
Heard of
to.
that?
And Dirty Den from EastEnders was
Franzia
like
Bafortet.
the main villain.
Yeah, and Tom Baker, the
Tom
The sea
Baker was an
captain.
old sea captain
Yeah,
up in a
that
lighthouse.
told him a
Yeah,
riddle.
2003.
yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, it was
Good show, good
it was
show.
basically on well, it was on Channel 5, I think, wasn't it? But then it was on the repeats were on
that'd be
Challenge
why.
TV all the time.
Challenge, yeah.
That would be
just
why
used-
I've never heard of it. I never had Channel 5.
I used to watch this Crystal Maze and Treasure Hunt just basically on a loop.
Fair
Because
enough.
I always reference because they had to. That's it. They got given like clues, didn't they? And the answer would unlock the vault or something like that. And they had to do it quickly
or
before the
you'd get-
tigers came back.
Or you'd get like keys, and that would be the unlock. But the clue thing was from the sea captain.
No, but I'm sure they would. I'm sure they had to like spell something out on like a crossword puzzle or something.
Yeah, that was like the final challenge, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I get
that's
you.
what I
Yeah,
meant,
I
yeah.
get you. Right. Oh,
Because
okay.
they always had a choice at the end to either go with what they had or like sacrifice someone for another clue. And they
Yeah.
had to put their hand in the hole and they'd turn a handle and the thing would clasp a bit like in The Goonies. It would like clasp their arm in place and they'd be stuck there. And I always reference that when you put your hand in a hole and get stuck. So now you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Well, I'm sure it sounds very, very interesting.
There's plenty of episodes on YouTube, Rich, if you ever get 5 minutes.
I'm sure.
Oh, do you ever get the mud wrestling? That was it. Do you? How could I forget that? They used to. One of the challenges would be like one of the female contestants would go into a room with mud on the floor and wrestle another woman.
Of course.
It was a different time.
Back in the good old years of 1998.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
In the French version, they probably both had their tops off or something. They love that, don't they?
Probably, yeah.
Children's TV.
I do have this year's facts.
Oh yes. Oh. Sorry, I interrupted.
No. It's I just thought of it again. But it's now 1998, and Big Finish has began making audiobooks. However, none of them are Doctor Who. They're all based on like original things or a series of novels by Virgin Books, which is based in the Doctor Who universe, featuring Bernice Benny Summerfield. And then TV facts of this year. Actually, one I got down because Alex might be interested. I don't know. Hayley Patterson, British soap's first transgender character, is first seen in Coronation Street. Hayley, played by Julie Hemsdorf, is a regular on the series for several years and helps to change the public's attitude towards transgender issues.
And I'm sure she was treated with nothing but respect.
For 90s British soaps.
Yeah, I'm sure they never made a joke about it at all.
That's still pretty good though. I didn't realize that it was like back in the 90s.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They were doing that because I know EastEnders. I think it's like 2016. They like put on their first trans character.
Wow.
Okay.
I think it was then. I can't remember. But no, I didn't realize that's pretty cool in the 90s.
BBC America launches in the US this year.
Wow.
The 200th episode of Simpson airs on Sky One.
Oh my god!
So the 200th episode was in 1998.
That's insane.
Or around that. If not, it was maybe the year before because we maybe got it like a year later because back then we used to get
episode.
You'd have to check the dates. I don't know, but in Britain this year, the 200th episode of The Simpsons was aired.
Oh, it was the Bin Man episode.
The Trash Man.
Oh no, this is 200th. Yeah. Trash of the Titans.
Oh my god, I watched that episode recently actually.
There are 706 episodes of The Simpsons.
The Garbage Man.
The Garbage Man. Thank you.
In 2008, Trash of the Titans was broadcast on Channel 4 at 6 p.m. with both mentions of the word wanker broadcast.
Oh,
You two say it.
wanker.
Yeah. It received 31 complaints from viewers. But luckily, they're all losers, so no one cares what they think. They're all wankers.
CITV is relaunched with the revival of In-Vision Continuity, introducing Stephen Mulhern and Danielle Nichols as regular presenters. Blue Peter celebrates its 40th anniversary with a special show including former presenters. BBC Two airs Blue Peter Night, a selection of programmes celebrating the 40th anniversary. Also Blue Peter related, not long after, Richard Bacon becomes the first ever Blue Peter presenter to have his contract terminated in a mid-run after tabloid newspapers published a report of him taking cocaine.
Jesus Christ.
After his dismissal, the head of the BBC children's programmes, Lorraine Hegarty,
said, I'd never have sold it to him if I knew he was going to use it.
If I don't know, he's going to go public about it.
But yeah,
Sorry,
she had to go on air to explain the situation to the kids.
Yeah, Armstrong and Miller took the mick out of that, didn't they?
It's also known as nose candy. Ask your parents if you can try some.
He was required to hand in his Blue Peter badge upon dismissal.
Oh, and this Blue Peter gun.
Wow.
Your Blue Peter badge and your Blue Peter gun.
Pretty glue gun.
Final fact, after 25 years of presenting Sooty, Matthew Corbett announces his retirement and picks Richard Cadell as his successor.
Well, wow, did you get to pick like he's a king?
Well, it was, I think
pick their successors?
I mean,
They just breed
before
them?
it was.
Yeah.
Is that guy? Is that the guy who like did it for like ages? The one that we all know, yeah.
have no idea.
Well, this was Matthew Corbett. So there was another Corbett. I can't remember.
Ronnie Corbett.
Ronnie.
No. Basically, Matthew Corbett's dad invented Sooty, passed it down to Matthew Corbett, who did it through like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Right.
And then in the last 2 series of the 90s series, they introduced the new guy who now has the rights to Sooty, and he kind of carried it on after.
Yeah, because I think I remember seeing like a show where the guy who I think the one I remember doing it when I was growing up in the 2000s, it was like his dream job to be on Sooty, and his agent called him and he was like, "By the way, you know a job that you've always wanted. It's available, and they want to see you."
Okay, so you're probably thinking of the current owner, Richard
Yeah,
Fidel,
I think I am.
which
I think I might be. He
isn't
didn't have any.
my Sooty.
All right,
That's not my city.
Hashtag not my city. City.
Yeah.
Not my city.
Yeah.
not my city. Yeah, because
England is my city.
yeah, he's not the one. I think someone different who wasn't related to the family took over.
Yeah, that's the current owner, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm heading there. Yeah, apparently it was his dream job and he got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
quite sweet.
And that is my facts for 1998.
It's a very good
Nice.
set of facts. Well
Thank you,
done.
Facts Master General.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, awesome.
Excellent.
99 next year then.
Oh.
Fuck.
Next time we're gonna party like it's 1999.
1999.
God help us.
Cool. Well, any other biscuits?
No.
Don't
No, I
really
do think.
have it.
I think. Oh, I've got like
Bashed
a
mine out in the middle.
funny little story, I guess. Well, not a funny one, but I guess like an interesting one. I found my old. I used to use Sony Vegas Movie Studio to edit when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I found the old CD of it recently, and I was like, oh, let's see if this will work and stuff, because my computer, Adobe can't seem to take anything bigger than like 720p at the moment without eating up all the CPU. I was wondering maybe if Sony Vegas might work. So I installed it. I didn't have a serial number. I've lost it. So I emailed them. I was like, hey, can I get like a new serial number? And the guy was like, oh, sorry, it looks like you didn't register your product with us when you first got it.
Right.
But here, have another serial number. I was like, great, awesome. So I put it in and it didn't work. So I emailed them and I was like, oh, I'm really sorry, it didn't work. And he was like, oh, no, that's for a pro version. Here's a link to download it. You can basically just get a free version of it with that number. So here you go. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And I thought, it got me thinking, like, that I'm not complaining. Like, that's really great that they did that. But if someone was to just message them and be like, hey, yeah, I've got a CD version of this, give me a serial number. Didn't even ask for any proof or anything.
I guess maybe is the only way they're getting their product out nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is old.
Or maybe just because it's such an old program, they don't care anymore.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it could be.
It's the only way they're getting it out there now.
Yeah, but I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, oh, cheers, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
nice.
the pro version is much better than the one I had.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, Sony Vegas Pro is not an official sponsor of Inaudible.
Although
Make
we
that clear.
would like them to be.
Our opinions are our own.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, so now I got a pro version, so it's pretty good. And it seems to actually run better than my Adobe.
Nice.
Like, it doesn't lag so much. That's why I haven't edited any of the stuff that Rich has given me, because it makes my computer lag so much that it
Oh
makes
my
it impossible.
god, that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it makes it impossible to. I can't edit because the program is just ridiculously slow.
It has got worse in recent versions in terms of its
I think that, yeah. Any
utilization.
updates?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
To be
ridiculous.
fair, I haven't tried to edit anything in a long time, so.
Yeah, plus I sort of thought, like, if I can't afford it at some point, I could just go back to. Don't have to pay 20 quid a month to edit.
Yeah.
So, does this mean you're actually going to start editing the stuff now?
I'm gonna
Fuck off.
I'm gonna see if it'll work on Sony Vegas. That's what I'm gonna see, because from so far it seems to be okay. But I am gonna sort of check as well.
Okay.
I mean, speaking of editing, I finished Beetlejuice. Just for
hey, when's that going? That's going to Halloween, isn't it? Day before Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, the last 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, I think.
Nice.
Which one of you hadn't seen Beetlejuice?
Me, I hadn't
Alex.
seen
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah, no, it's Beetlejuice and the two 90s Addams Family films. Me main Halloween films. Because normal horror doesn't affect me.
Yeah, we recently watched Misery, I think it was.
Yeah, Misery as well.
And
yeah.
oh my god, that scene where the scene with like the legs, like no, thank you. Dear God.
Yeah, no, if you just see that in the reaction, I'm kind of there trying to hold back my laughter because of Alex's reactions.
I was just like, no.
I'm one of those evil people that can't help laugh when people are squeamish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. Is that up, Misery? Did I see that?
Yeah, Misery.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll have to.
As is the Demons of Red Lodge, which I happened to find on the hard drive and I'd forgotten about. We did a reaction to that, so
That wasn't spooky. I was very missold on that one.
yeah, that was. I mean, I uploaded it in the spooky season just because it felt like a good time, but yeah.
Right, my food is ready, so I must depart.
The depart. Well, we'll leave it there officially on the end of the podcast for real type of thing. Thanks everyone for listening. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to tell somebody who doesn't already know about it. If you like it, see you next time. Bye.